think I should be live. Hopefully people can hear this. It looks like my mic is picking up. Hello. I haven't done this in a very long time, so you're gonna have to forgive any stuff that goes wrong. I'm also on a new ISP for the first time. So let me know if you guys can actually hear me or not. Spin is crap. I think it says I am streaming, so it should be working, unless I'm sending the wrong audio out. It's always possible. There we go. How's it going, Mark? Welcome to the stream. I am alive. Am I supposed to know what all these things... I don't know. I've been doing a lot of stuff. You're semi-alive. Well, the alive part is good news. I know it's been rough for a little bit for you, so hopefully that's going to solve itself pretty soon in the positive way. Oh, my camera keeps looking for focus. Okay, well anyways. So that's good. How's everybody else? Haven't seen you guys in so long. It's been a while. What do I have kicking around here? Oh, I've got so much stuff. So I do want to share with you guys something that I find very cool. Most expensive thing I've ever bought for the channel has come in the mail. And only you nerds come here to the live stream, so why does the camera keep hunting for focus? Stop it. It's bothering me. What if I put like an object? Will it help? Okay, no more hunting for focus. It doesn't like the grid, probably. But anyways, so most expensive thing I have ever bought for the channel is in. Let me share it with you guys. Oh. How am I gonna open this without smashing you guys? Yeah. Here goes. Oh, this is very white. There we go. Okay. So this is part of it. But the important bit... Uh-oh, is it upside down? No, I don't think so. Ta-da! I bought some lithium iron phosphate cells. Ugh! Oh, these things are so heavy. Oh, I'm gonna try not to get my reflection in there. A couple of little dents. This is what they are there. I'm supposed to scratch off this for the serial number. So these are 3.2 volts, 100 amp hours. And there are 8 of them in this box, so there's 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 4. And then there's 4 more on this side. And then I've got another box. So I got 8 more. I bought 16. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're supposed to be high quality grade A cells, but we all know how that goes. So we don't know really the quality of this, but I'm flippin' excited. This was very expensive though. This was almost $1,000 Canadian. So I could have started, eating higher quality groceries instead of just the cheapest stuff I could possibly find, but instead I went the fun route and bought some cells. And I've been meaning to see if they showed up, in one piece, and if they tested all right. And I'm gonna do it live with you guys. My God, this thing, I think this is 20 pounds worth of cells, just 8 of them. I don't know. They're freaking heavy. So yeah, here they are. So yeah, I could easily start a fire by shorting these 2 contacts. These should go up to, I think it's 3.6 volts per cell. So you need to put them in a 4 in series arrangement to get 12 volts. Super cool though. They are kind of small. Let's see, the scale here is in inches, sadly. So let's do some inches. So that is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. Uh, 5 inches by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, would be 7 1/8 inches. And width-wise, they are like 1 1/4 inches, just over, maybe 1 3/8 inches. Don't know what that is in metric, but here they are. And let's see, do have a multimeter around here somewhere. They better not have come discharged, because this is a freaking lot of money. So I don't remember what the storage voltage should be on these. 3.2, that's fine. I think it's 3.3. So yeah, these are super cool. And here are some bus bars that it came with. I have a feeling there's not going to be enough bus bars. It's supposed to be bus bars and screws and stuff, but I haven't opened the whole package, so I'm not sure. Yeah, they can provide 100 amps. So these are supposed to be tinned copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1 bus bar per cell. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Okay, 1 per post. So yeah, I am all set up to make battery packs. I am flipping excited about that. I have designed a 3D printed carrier that fit behind here, and I can use threaded rod to tie them together. They do have to be compressed. Actually, that's kind of a lie. They don't have to be compressed. They do last longer when they're compressed, though. They are definitely meant to be compressed. These are tiny little terminals, though. I think this is M6. Hopefully they even sent the right screws. Yeah, they did. I think they're M6. Kind of small, really, terminals. And really, to put 100 amps through a bus bar that's this small, that's going to be interesting. But man, am I ever excited. I think these are welded studs. They're either welded studs or they're just studs that have been, you know, it's threaded and they put a stud through. And thankfully they're not big enough, you can't short them. But I do see exposed aluminum here, which is positive or negative, I'm not sure. So let's see. So that's 3.2. What happens if I poke in here? Oh, the case is positive. Oh, that is terrifying. So yeah, these cost a ton of money, but I'm ready to experiment with these things. Also, I think it's going to be good for the channel. So that's going to be nice. I am on a week off right now. I'm starting a new contract next Tuesday, but the contract should be less stressful than my previous contract because this is the program that I have designed with another professor from the ground up, so it should be good. So I'm pretty excited for this contract that's coming, and hopefully I can catch up on doing YouTube stuff, which is kind of what this is about. So yeah, there's a couple of you in chat right now. Let's see. Yeah, a couple of you. So I've got some stuff I can do on stream today because I couldn't decide what to do. I'm having dark thoughts about shorting these. I should probably not do that. Beauty. I can't believe I got these in my hands. They're so heavy. Lithium iron phosphate is like, weighs a freaking ton. Do I have anything around that I can weigh this with? No, I do not. Well, whatever. I'm gonna have to take measurements on these and make myself a case 3D printed so that other people can use it too if they'd like. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. I can't wait. It's great because they're not liquid filled, right? They have a gel electrolyte, so you don't have to worry about spilling it or anything. They are a little bulbed though. You can see that bow. That's not super exciting. They're supposed to be brand new, but I don't think so. Let's see how much this one has. 3.26, yeah, a little bit lower. So yeah, they're gonna have to be balanced. Sadly. Yeah, let's see the welds here. Don't know if it'll focus. Yeah, whatever. I am thrilled though. Can't wait to get playing with these. I've got a couple of BMSs. I've got one on my desk here somewhere. I have no idea. Oh, here it is. Which I'm going to have to do an expose. This is a JDB BMS. But you see this, so it's, these are screw terminals in here. This screw terminal is not even threaded. I'm going to have to cut my own threads on that one. I think this is M6. Don't actually remember. Maybe that's M4. Hopefully I have an M4 tap. Didn't even think of that. Pretty frustrating though when this one's not even tapped. I don't know if you can see. Focus. I have to cover everything because it just wants to focus on the easiest thing to focus on. Maybe not. Oh well. So yeah, it's not even frickin' tapped. What kind of crap is that? So anyways, I've got two more BMSs to try out. So I can make 4 12-volt packs, or I can make 2 12-volt packs, 1 24-volt pack. There's a lot of options here. I can make one 48-volt pack. That's the beauty of having 16 of these bad boys. Black one's up. So yeah, hopefully that's going to make for some good viewing on the YouTubes. Hey, how's it going? Scott. I am alive. I am live and alive. You just missed my reveal of the most expensive purchase I have ever made for my YouTube channel. But basically, lithium iron phosphate cells, they're here. They made it all the way from China. I didn't think they'd make it, but they did. So yeah. How's it going, Sorcerer Stan? So now what do I do to be productive? I make some PCBs. I'll tell you one thing I could do is I could work on my stepper motor driver PCB. That would probably be decent as well. I would like to probably make a hand soldered version to start with. Yeah, batteries can be hard, especially in, I feel like Canadian customs are kind of a pain in the butt. And like shipping here is ridiculous as well. So those cost me, closest makes no difference, 1,000 Canadian dollars with the shipping. It was like $9.50 Canadian, something like that. And I was just explaining that I chose to keep eating discount food and buy batteries instead of upgrading my food quality. How's inflation in you guys' neck of the woods? Because it is nuts up here. It is ridiculous. Like some food stuff has gone up 50% in the last year. 50% is a huge number. Oh, we can also play with this too. I got this smart shunt to test those batteries. So we can play with that as well. I don't remember anything about it. So we got this smart shunt. Also have some batteries I can... interest rates have tripled. Yeah, we just signed a renewal for our mortgage, and we're close to tripling on our rates. We signed just before the last rate hike. So yeah, things are getting a little terrifying because I mean, we're kind of like borderline earners already. Like if we would try to buy a house today, we wouldn't qualify. So we're lucky that we already bought a house, but at the same time, if the interest rates keep climbing, we're probably not going to be able to afford to keep our house. Food is up about 15%. Yeah, companies definitely, it's 100% corporate greed. Has nothing to do with real inflation. Because real inflation usually brings wages up too, and companies have been keeping wages down. And corporate profits are typically hurt by inflation, but now corporate profits are at an all-time high. So there you go. Take that the way you want. So yeah, things are really freaking expensive. I have so much pity for people living on fixed incomes, because like, I mean, I'm getting contracts this year, which is awesome. So I'm doing pretty good compared to other years. But like, people who are like retired, they only have a single income. They don't have any change in their income. I feel really bad for them because they're gonna get screwed over, like badly, which is not a good thing. I'm gonna plug in my power supply here. Hopefully nothing explodes. Nope. Haven't been at my bench for such a long time. Oh yeah, I didn't release the video, but you guys know my favorite power supply, the Readin RD6018. Well, I finally unboxed and took a look at the Readin RD24, so now I've got two of these hooked up on my bench here. So that is pretty sweet. I am actually thinking of getting another one of these for my auxiliary workspace over there. But it's not in the budget right now. I gotta make videos with the stuff I do have here, which is quite a bit, before I can get up to some more nonsense like that. I set 0.25. Enter. I set 0.25, enter. There we go. Keep the power supply quiet by keeping the outputs on. How's it going, Another Maker? You missed the reveal. You missed the reveal. Okay, so many people missed the reveal. I'm just gonna do it again. Helps that I'm freaking excited. But I bought, oh, these stickers are peeling. I bought 16 of these bad boys. Lithium iron phosphate, LiFePO4 cells. That does not look, does that look like electrolyte came out of there? I don't know. Whatever. So $1,000 worth of batteries, 16 of these cells. I'm going to be putting them together very shortly because I'm really excited. I've been checking, as I take them out, I've been checking the shipping voltage. Yeah, 3.3 volts. You guys can barely see that. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. There we go. That'll be negative. There we go. 3.290. Yeah, that's fine, Another Maker. I was just messing with you. Many years ago, been mortgage free twice already. Have bought my current house twice, and the ex-wife left. Oh yeah, that sucks. We'll be mortgage free again next year. Yeah, you know, I mean, I can't complain because being 35 years old and having a house is not a guarantee, right? I do know I am quite lucky to be in my situation, have a house. I mean, I worked, ooh, look at that nasty weld on that. Ew. These are, I would hazard to say these are not grade A cells, but I guess that's okay. As long as they do, you know, I'm so excited to do a discharge test, but really shouldn't do that yet. Yeah, look at how nasty that is. Make sure to put that in the YouTube video. Focus, you piece of shit. Yeah. It won't focus. Focus. Don't make me go over there. Properties. Configure video. Focus. Not auto. I don't know if I just focused it to infinity or to close. Infinity. Let me focus it in all the way close. Properties, configure video, camera control. Okay. Hopefully this works. There we go. Look at that nastiness. What the heck happened there? I'll make sure to add that in my video. There we go. That's gross. The other one looks okay. Didn't own one for a few years. It was Alaska. I'd waited another 18 months. Could have gotten half the house I have now. Configure video. Back to autofocus. Okay. There we go. How's it going, Dean? Yeah, houses are ridiculous. Like, it's insane what they cost now. They've come down a little bit here because the interest rate's going up. Oh, look, this one has the lowest voltage yet. Does that look like that disc might rupture at some point? Well, we'll see. This one is also one of the flatter cells, less of a bulge in the side. Whatever. I'm going to squeeze the crap out of them in a fixturing jig. Let's grab another one. Gonna have to re-insulate these too because these stickers are all coming out. Put a little bit of tape. Ooh, that has some nasty smashes on the side. Some little bit more nasty on the laser welding up here. Let's see. 3.221, that's the lowest so far. So yeah, these are all gonna have to be balanced. Probably just gonna whack them together in parallel. Yeah, they're all 105 amp hours, so should be decent. This one's kind of nasty too. All right. 3.290. Oh, this one has a different tag on it. You guys see that? No. Well, it's a little bulgy. Well, whatever. I'll have to test them out. I'm probably not going to recoup my investment on these. But unfortunately, that's the price you got to pay to play with these things. Like, they just cost a lot of freaking money. And I don't really know what's normal and what's abnormal yet, so yeah, we're going to have to see. So far, it's not looking like grade A. You know, they're not like top of the line cells, it seems. So yeah, what's new in you guys' life? What am I going to use them for? YouTube videos, mostly. But what I want is to capture solar from outside and then bring them with me fishing to power the electric motor. Because right now, moving lead acid batteries is not fun. I have 12 volt, 100 amp hour lead acid batteries, which weigh, I don't remember how many kilos, but I think they're 20 kilos. They weigh a ton of, they have a ton of weight. So yeah, that's the deal. Hey Dean, you like Another Maker's retro stuff? I think I'm too young to like retro stuff. When I think retro stuff, I think like the original Game Boy, which I probably have around here somewhere, my original Game Boy. And when Another Maker goes off on his retro tangents, he's more into like, I don't even know the names, Amiga or something like that. Where is my original Game Boy? Yeah, anyways, it's around here somewhere. I have an old fat Game Boy. And also have one of these consoles. Look at that. Bought this back in 2008. A used copy of Mario Kart 64. I don't know how much they would cost these days. Oh, I got it in focus. There we go. Bought it at a pawn shop in 2008. Building something, basically emulate everything from 1970s through PS3 over at my desk. Very nice. What's wrong with your N64? I thought those consoles were pretty bulletproof. Could be wrong though. Oh, I do have something actually that's quite... I don't actually know if it's worth anything, but I think it's cool. It's not in great shape, but I mean, I do have it. This guy. The original Legend of Zelda in the gold cartridge. I mean, the cartridge is not in good shape, but I think it's a pretty cool piece of history. Personally, I think it's a. I mean, This is my hot take, but I think it's a pretty trash game. But I do like what it stands for. I do like that it's the very beginning, bringing us from there all the way to where we are now. Let's see. I actually want to get rid of my NES game collection just because I don't have any sentimental value. I believe I bought all of these games and the console back in high school from a friend for not much money. Revolutionary back in the day. Original PlayStation sitting under my desk waiting for me to look at it. So I got Tecmo Bowl. Look at that. So someone bought this used Tecmo baseball. $3 used. Donkey Kong Jr. Trying to get you. There we go. Kings of the Beach. I think this was a rental. See? Please rewind. That's funny. Huh. Definitely was a rental at some point. Predator. Speaking of Predator, rewind. That's a YouTube short right there. Yeah. Andrew Tate got charged. Take that. All Pro Basketball. Oh, there's another used game. I wish there was a date on it. Like, I know there's a date that the cartridge was put out, but I mean, when it was bought at Cash Converters. The Simpsons, Bart versus the World. And ice hockey. Back when you were the only console in town, you could just call things hockey. There's no like generation. There's another used game from Cash Converters. I feel like I have a few more cartridges, but I don't know where they are. And also, oops, there goes. Oh, I don't even know what cartridge that was. Ice hockey. Let's see, what else? What else do I have interesting to show you from my retro shelf? These guys here. And obviously, these are only the things on my retro shelf that aren't in those massive bins filled with hundreds and hundreds of cartridges that you might see in a future video. The ones, the ones I haven't put back away. All right, here goes. All right, Extreme G. I love this game this is more. These are the ones I actually got time appropriate. So this one, Extreme G, I would have bought that new. Pokemon Snap. That's my generation. Love Pokemon games. Snap was not great, but it was a revolutionary game at the time. Super Smash Brothers. This is actually not my cartridge. I believe a friend of mine lent it to me, and if you're watching, I still have it. This one used to go to pawn shops to try to get cheap games. So California Speed. Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000. Played the crap out of this game too. Quite a lot. Focus. There we go. See you, Scott. And there's actually my name on this one. So there we go. Pokemon Stadium, probably my most played game. So yeah, these were These were my jam. I have my original Pokemon Blue cartridge somewhere around here too. Back to the retro shelf, and that's on top of the Mario Kart. Again, I don't think the Mario Kart is mine. I think that was borrowed from a friend. Actually, I don't know where my Game Boy is. No, it's around here somewhere. I have Pokemon Blue and my wife has Pokemon Yellow, so in principle, we could trade with each other using GameLink cable, which I don't have. But I mean, there must be some available on eBay, right? GameLink cables. And then if you wanted to see my like disc collection, I've got some PlayStation 2, some PlayStation 3 games, and my wife's got a PlayStation 4 game, and well, PlayStation 5 is just incredibly expensive. They're like, it's not purchasable right now. Like, I can build a PC for cheaper than a PS5, which is saying something. So yeah, no Gran Turismo for me. Gran Turismo 7, sadly. That's all right. I'll survive. Oh look, I got Pokemon cards too. These are Pokemon cards I bought from the dollar store, though, in these little packs, because I wanted to relive my childhood. Oh, speaking of childhood, my God, I have something else retro to show you. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had a Lego set, which I thought was the coolest Lego set ever. And parts and pieces of that Lego set might still be at my parents' house, so there's that. But you know, I don't think that even if I went and got all my Legos, that I would be able to put together the Lego set that I found the coolest. So I've been looking on eBay for this Lego set, vintage, right? 1995, I think. And they're around $150 or so. So actually not that bad for a vintage complete set. But I have found a complete set in Canada, cheaper than that, and then I put in a lowball offer and the guy accepted it. So allow me to show you a splurge from my childhood. So start with this guy. See a little it's a little tow truck with a little, see a little walkie-talkie here. There will be a video on this, which I have recorded already. See this little guy? Okay. Next. Hold on, let me take this to pieces. All right. So next thing is this. Super cool. This is a Lego space shuttle. It's got the burners and everything, and then when you open it up, it's got the Canada arm. So there's the Canada arm. And it's got a little satellite, which the Canada arm was used to place the satellites, it's used to place modules on the ISS, but either way, Canada arm. But here's the cool part. Actually, they're all this whole thing's cool. Here goes. Then you've got the jet that carried the shuttle over the United States. So this thing opens up as well. You've got a little radar there. You've got a little pilot. Oh, there's a pilot in here too, spaceman. How do you get him out? I guess back then we just had to unbrick things. So there's a spaceman and his little helmet. Okay. So there's a little pilot in this one too. Oh, it's got these little doors. And this opens up as well, little cargo area, and then, is that it? This opens, and that, I guess that was it. And then these two things, they attach to each other, and then you've got the shuttle Transcon. And this was purchased for incredibly cheap. I can't believe the guy accepted the offer. I am thrilled about having this back in my life. So yeah, this is called, I think it's called Shuttle Transcon, like Lego City Shuttle Transcon. It is a beaut, and I will admit, modern Lego sets are way more fancy than this, but God, do I ever love this. It looks phenomenal. I am so pleased to have this. This is incredible. So yeah, this is going to go in a display case somewhere. It just represents like so much fun I had as a kid. How's it going, Adam? I'm just talking about a vintage Lego set that I bought for very inexpensive on eBay, and I had this exact kit when I was a kid. I would love the new Lego Saturn V, but it's just so expensive. I could have bought 4 if like for the price I paid of this. I could have bought 4 or 5 of this for one Saturn V rocket. So I am thrilled with this purchase. I'm good. Like this, I've peaked. This is so cool. So yeah, I'm loving it. And it came with all these little tools too for the minifigs. Very cool. So yeah, I'm very proud of this. And Adam, if you just showed up, look, it's got the Canadarm. Canada's massive, what do you call it, contribution to space exploration. Little satellite. Oh, is this broken? Oh, it's broken. Oh, that's not good. Oh well, not the end of the world. I already gave the guy positive feedback. There we go. Love this thing. Lots of Lego kits that I started to rebuild, getting back. Mostly connect Technic now. Yeah, I like Lego Technic, but man, have you seen the prices? If I was rich, I would have Legos. Like I'd have a Lego room probably. But alas, that's not going to happen. Not making YouTube videos, that's for sure. Not making tech or sciencey or electronics YouTube videos. There's a possibility of making good money on YouTube, but probably not from doing electronics stuff. So yeah, this is my shuttle Transcon kit, and yeah, there will be a video. I filmed it. It came disassembled, but not completely disassembled. So yeah, and I've got the instruction book with it too. This brings me back. This really brings me back. So yeah, pretty thrilled about that. Did I install the back wheels properly? I did. Look, they even put, like, there's the thought. They put little shock absorbers in the back. Very cool. $20 Lambo Ignorer to rebuild half of it in red. $20 Lambo Ignorer. Interesting. I also found out, like, people have set up, like, basically every set. You can look up every set on Bricklinked, and there's every single part in every single set, and then you can just order those parts individually. So you don't need to buy vintage Legos. You can order directly from Lego. However, some of the colors are discontinued. So, for example, there's a gray that's called vintage gray because it's no longer in production. So if you lose, like, if you have vintage gray pieces, you can get a lot more money off from them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty neat. I should probably do some productive stuff though. Although I am enjoying my time off. What do we do? I don't necessarily want to record a YouTube video. What do we do, folks? What do we do? Looking around my desk here. Kind of just feel like playing video games, but that's kind of a cop-out, is it? We could record a mailbag, could do that, but I need to do my links because I have a bunch of mailbags that I haven't released yet. I also need to record a podcast today, but I have no guests because all the guests that I've been in contact with, I stopped contacting them because I was busy. So at some point I'm going to have to solve that issue. Let's see. Need to charge some more batteries too. Need to dispose of some batteries as well. My God. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. Mailbag idea. I have stuff coming in today. Yeah, we can film a live mailbag. I've done it before. Let's see. I'm going to put my batteries to charge because I forgot to do that. Although they're probably charged enough. I think I have 14 items for a mailbag. I've just been ridiculously busy, guys. This semester, I've been teaching transmissions, which is the first time I teach transmissions. And so it took a lot out of me, I'm gonna be honest. Did not enjoy it. Transmission's not my jam. Not what I enjoy. And I had to make, I had to create a whole bunch of it. So that was not my favorite. Not a big fan. What else? Yeah, I've been doing lots of stuff. All your mailbags are a week late. Working wrong. Lamborghini Countach to be remade partly in red because of the Cannonball Run 2. Is that a movie, Cannonball Run 2? Because I know there's an actual Cannonball Run as well. Yeah, so I've got mailbags on the channel that haven't been released yet, that have been up there for weeks at this point. Checking on my phone. So yeah, how's the quality of the stream? Hopefully good, because I got fiber now. It looks like I have 0 dropped frames, which is really good. Happy about that. Let's see. Should probably get some stuff done. Not gonna lie, not feeling it. But definitely need to do it. There's this thing that I have to do a review on, which is I don't remember how to turn this on. Why do you know turn on? Maybe it's dead. Maybe I need to charge it. The DT71 long press. See, this is the problem. I play with something and then I forget how it works. Yeah, I probably need to charge it, but I believe you have to charge both sections. I believe there's a LiPo cell in both sections. So that means I need to go find the proprietary charge cables for both sides. Not that. I've got quite a few products that need to be reviewed as well. I got buried in paperwork because we renewed our mortgage, and actually we're not done doing paperwork for that because we're changing mortgage providers for a better rate. Okay, well this is out until I can figure out how to charge this. So that's great. I wish they would have physical buttons, you know? I like Miniware, but not a fan of the design decisions in this guy particularly. Looks good, but I'm downloading 2 terabytes of ROMs I own in the moment. No, I've never seen the Cannonball movies. Yeah, same. Yeah, same on the mortgage renewal because the rates are climbing like crazy. What are we gonna do? We need to eat the rich. We need to eat the rich, and I'm hungry. Oh, and I freaking ordered some wheel spacers so my wheels would stop rubbing. So I got these wheel spacers for my Volvo. It turns out they sent me the wrong ones. So much to the seller's credit, they're just sending me the correct ones now. But now I've got 2 wheel spacers for a BMW that I can't really use. So hopefully I'll be able to sell them. Doesn't want them back. Because, yeah, shipping them back to China will be way more expensive than it needs to be. Rate had gone up to 7.99, but managed to get it back down to 4.6. I think we're signed at like 5.3 or something for 3 years, and hopefully in 3 years it's not higher. Because then I think I'm just gonna cry. Like, we've got so much of our house left to pay. The situation is not tenable at the moment. So, I mean, if you see me get more aggressive with sponsored content in the next couple of years, that'll be why. Because I don't want to be homeless. But at the same time, I don't want to be more aggressive with sponsored content. I just want to muck around with batteries all day. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to just want to do what I want. Thankfully, PCBWay is decent to work with. Actually, I would say they're pretty good. They're great to work with. All right. Focus. What do I want to do? All right, let's do some stepper driver stuff. So let me open up KiCad, and we'll take notes, and then we'll get to work. No, wait, I was supposed to do a mailbag. Dang it. Let's do a mailbag. All right, let me go open my document. Mailbag unmadnessing. Okay, so I want to get 1, 2, 3. Oh no, because that'll require context. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. 8, 10, and 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys will see what I'm talking about very shortly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2. Okay. 6. 10. 8. 5. 'Oh, did I not mark this? Or is this one not even part of this? I don't know. 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 7. How many freaking packages am I getting again? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 9, 10. 6, 7. Okay, 5, 6, 7. There's 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. So I actually have an idea of what I bought. There's missing one though. Oh. So I literally have 18 items, which is crazy. Okay. All right, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. So yeah, I made a spreadsheet because it was absolutely madness trying to track what everything was and where everything was. Bring this back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've recorded stuff, so I've got mail piled up, which means it's time for a mailbag. There we go. Okay, intro shot. Start with number 5. All right. Just focus. First one up is this one here. Quite a doozy. A 7221, but every time I have to reorder these, they go up in price, and now I think my wife's gonna want some. So I just ordered a bunch, and hopefully I'm good for a while, but it is quite expensive. So let's see, open up the plastic here. There we go. All right, so this is 10, should be 10, I think it's 10, of these high CRI LEDs. I think they are 90 plus CRI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do I... Either I only have 9 or I don't know how to count. Both are possible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I do have 10. So these things... Oh, these two are stuck together. Oh, because that one doesn't have a plastic or paper on it. Interesting. So these things should be either warm white or neutral white. I'm going to check in a moment. Let's see. What does this have to do with electronics? I mean, we are unboxing electronics. So there's that. Where is it? Number 5. Yeah, the RA19. We check on AliExpress how much this costs and stuff. Well, actually, I knew it was 74. We need to know the wattage, though. 20 watts. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Frank was actually helping. Okay, gotcha. Oh, are they warm white or... They are warm white. Yeah. And these things should just be powered by 12 volts. Pretty sure it's just 12 volts. So I will bring in my Readin RD 6018 here. I'm going to set this VSET to 12 volts, and I'll set the current to about 3 amps, but I don't think it'll be that much current, in fact. Let's see. Where are my wires? Chaos. Chaos, I tell you. Chaos is a ladder. My God, my disorganization. Next level. One wire. Here come the bags again. This is a loop video. I'm not understanding. I'm filming a mailbag. You guys are watching it live, but then it'll be edited for YouTube later. So if you're not liking the non-edited version, then this ain't the place for you. My God. This is live. This is live. Right now, I'm just trying not to lose my mind because I can't find anything because I've been away from my desk for so long. All right, is it still recording? It's still recording. And so watch your eyeballs. This could be bright. They're approximately 20 watts by glancing at the screen, and they're warm white, so we can't turn this on for too long. But it is drawing, oh, it is current limiting at 3 amps, so maybe I need to actually put up the current. Here goes. Yeah, actually it's drawing exactly 3 amps, which is giving me nearly 40 watts. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it's at 14 volts. Whoops. Let's put it at 12 volts. Maybe that's why. That's a much more reasonable 20 watts there. So 12 volts, 1.68 amps, which is 20.3, 20.5 watts. And what's great is that the color rendering index is very good on those. So you can actually film YouTube videos underneath them, which is kind of the plan. It's kind of the goal here. So yeah, these are going to be used kind of everywhere that I plan on filming. My workshop across the way has some already. They have 3 of these lighting up my whole workshop. But underneath my other workbenches, where footage might be taken, that's where these guys are going to go. So I'm probably going to be using about 4 or 5 of these, and I think my wife wants to use 2 or 3. And so that should give me a couple extra spares. But like I said, the prices keep going up, so you need to buy a few more than what you need right away. On to the next item. Spreadsheet. Just wrote on the bags what each one's contain. No, I needed a spreadsheet nowadays. It's too there's too much crap coming in from everywhere, and yeah, it gets a little too much to handle. Plus, like I have a literal pile of, like, I took out all this stuff, but I still have a freaking pile of this stuff to go through. So yeah. And like I started spending a little bit more. Where is 6? I started spending a little bit more, which means that you know, it has to be organized more. 7 and 6. On top of that, you need to itemize all these things for taxes anyways. So I'm going to itemize them so I'll have a internally consistent way to figure that out. That's not an amplifier. Why is this so expensive? 6? What was 6? Oh, that's why. That's... Oh, I'm gonna swap one out. 10, we're gonna take 9 out. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Gonna switch 9 with another one because I need... See, this is why this is chaos. This is chaos. All right, let me just... it's because I've got projects coming that I need certain things. And so... And plus, when I've got two components that are, you know, nearly the same thing, I want to open them together. So yeah, it's just a little bit chaotic. 17, that's what I want. All right. Oh, I need to change the battery. Yeah, back to live streaming. How much was about that power supply? I think they're about $100, which to me is well worth it. It's a godsend. These things are fantastic, and you can use them as your final power supplies. Like, you don't need to upgrade from there. Battery. Get out of there. All right. Open this. Swap in a battery. Maybe next year I'll upgrade my camera. It depends how the YouTubing goes. You got to get them tax deductions. How much amperage? This one, 60 volts, 18 amps, and this one, 60 volts, 24 amps. So, a lot. So I have them both running on the same DC-DC or AC-to-DC converter, but if you put them each on their separate, they can max out. But I'm gonna get a giant power supply for them eventually. But yeah, that's the goal. They're big mama jamas. All right. Here we go. Next one up, we've got these two here, and I say two because they are very similar. They do similar jobs. This one says amplifier, this one says module, but neither of them really captures what they are. So this one here is $123.50. Note how expensive that is. This one here is $40.27. So let's check out what I bought. So this is because I splurged and I got something very cool for the channel, which you guys will see coming up later. Oh, the corners of the box have been chomped through by these, looks like these mounting brackets here. But this says BMS because that is a BMS. It is this. This is a JK BMS. This is meant for lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are coming in the mail. They're coming in a future video. In fact, they are here already. So JK is one of the recommended BMSs to buy. They're very robust. They have really good software support. This one here supports 200 amp continuous discharge. And you can do 4 cells in series, which is 12 volts, all the way up to, I believe it is 8 cells in series, which is 24 volts. And so, yeah, these are the leads that go to each of the cells. So yeah, this is kind of the industry standard for a BMS. You connect your pack positive there, your battery negative there, and you're good to go, or your pack negative and your battery negative. So I think the battery negatives go here, and you take power from here, and this kind of cuts the power in the middle. So yeah, JK, that's one. And then the other one is another BMS. Significantly cheaper. This one here is $40.27. But as you can see, it doesn't even come in a box. This one here is a Heltec, Heltec. And this was so I can try different battery management systems. So that's a Heltec. This one has it's also a 200 amp BMS, which is very cool. And so between the JK and the Heltec, it's going to be interesting to see which one I prefer, because I have a third one, which is from a previous mailbag episode, which is the JDB, or JBD? JBD, Jebida. So I'll have these three BMSs to compare one against each other and see which one I prefer. But at the very least, this Heltec one seems like it might be a good option for not very much money. I mean, 40 bucks Canadian delivered is cheap. So we're about to see which ones are better. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. On to the next one. In case you haven't noticed, building these batteries are going to cost me a fortune. Running a 1080p 60 fps uncompressed USB camera mounted to the top of my desk for overhead shots. So my main camera is a Nikon D3300. And then what you're looking at the stream through is a Brio 4K, Logitech Brio 4K. I splurged on the Brio this year. It went on sale for the first time since the pandemic. And so I grabbed one for me and I grabbed one for my wife. And yeah, so the Brio is okay, but I think the sensor's too small to make decent YouTube videos, personally. So eventually the Nikon's going to get replaced, probably with another Nikon, because I have so many Nikon lenses. So yeah, that's the dealie. That's the deal, my dears. Let's see which one's next. Let's do these two, because they're in the same vein. Yeah, these two. There we go. Let me just knock off the other, let's see, that one and that one. And put the fill color there. We're done. All right, let's get this done. Next one up is these two, in the similar vein to what we've just seen with the BMSs. These, I wasn't sure which ones were which. Now, they have a little bit of a descriptor to them, but one of them cost me $38.13, the other one cost me $9.30. I'm not sure which one is which, because they were very hard to identify. So let's see which one is which. This one seems like the cheaper one. Oh my god, this thing is freaking tiny. This is a lot smaller than I thought. I'm gonna have to zoom you in. So there's one module. And here's another. These come in a box though. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me zoom you in so you can get a better look at these. These are freaking expensive. I think it's the SMD one, this one here, that's more expensive than the than this one. This one came with such thin wire. It looks like I need to solder the wire. In case you guys don't know, these are balancing modules. So you put them on the lithium iron phosphate cells, and the capacitors get switched between two cells, then two other cells, then two cells, then two other cells, and basically equalizes the voltage on them over time. So it's a good way to balance cells. However, there's a massive difference between these two devices. Yeah, SMD caps are $40. VP for Electronic Assembly Company supplies to the military, which is 1,000 different components. Cool, yeah. Where did I get the Banggood.com? Yeah, you should hook us up. Since you can't super chat here anyways, go on patreon.com. Hook me up there. Could do that too. All right, so this one and this one. There we go. Bring this down. You guys might have trouble seeing this because when I zoom into these shots, it's a little hard to see. Actually, I think you know what? I think you can get the power supply off Amazon. The read-in power supply. But mine specifically, they came from Banggood. But I think you can also get them on AliExpress. Okay, you guys can see a little bit. It's not too bad. All right, here goes. Here goes. All right, so what these things are flying capacitor balancers. So basically, they hook up to, when you have 4 cells in series, and they switch these capacitors to be in between two cells, and then it switches to between 2 other cells. So it switches back and forth like that, and it takes voltage from the higher voltage cells and gives it to the one with the lower voltage cell. And since they're all going up and down, it means that this one will be between, let's say, cell 4 and 3, and then it'll get switched between 2 and 3, and then 4 and 3 and 2 and 3. And this one will do the same thing, but down 1 cell. So it'll constantly just go up and down, up and down, up and down like that, back and forth, and eventually the voltages will stabilize. Now, whether or not this works, oh, here's the SMD MOSFETs to do all that switching. Whether or not that actually works is kind of hotly debated in the lithium battery communities. I think it definitely could, especially over time, like a long period of time. But there is the issue that lithium iron phosphate batteries have a very flat discharge curve. So it would only really work at the very upper or very lower range of their voltages, which is fine by me. This one is the cheaper one. It doesn't even come with a plug. You have to solder your own wires on, and these are very thin wires, like 30 gauge maybe. Oh, 22 gauge, so very small gauge wire. This one here, the more expensive one, comes with pretty supple but pretty thick wires. This is 18 gauge wire, and you hook these up to little ring terminals, and you can put this in between your batteries. But I think, considering there's going to be quite a bit of current flow, I think this one is the better option here. And yeah, so there's MOSFETs on that one. The MOSFETs on this one are on the top. There's nothing on the bottom. But yeah, I'm going to do investigative videos on this, try them with and without. I'm just interested to see how they work. And there's a little, at least on this one, there's a little run and like a little run jumper that you can hook up to a little switch, so I can switch on the active balancing or switch it off. But yeah, this is the flying capacitor method, which I find really interesting because instead of discharging through a resistor and wasting current, you're basically just taking the voltage from one cell and dropping it to another. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below. There we go. That is done. I think we got one more item to do. Yeah, sorry, battery management system. My wife is not into electronics, no. My wife is a media personality. She has a reaction channel. That's why she needs LEDs, because she needs to record stuff. So I record stuff and I mess with electronics. She records stuff, but she needs LEDs to like light her set and stuff. So that's why I think if you make your own stuff, it's a lot cheaper than buying stuff. And honestly, at this point, everything's so freaking expensive, and like she doesn't make as much money off YouTube as I do, so we're trying to keep costs low. You know what I mean? It's tough times, man. It's tough times. If I didn't have my other job at the college, I would be panicking. There, put this in here. And then these guys, yeah, they'll have to go somewhere else. Don't need that big Ziploc. Just to the side. Just to the side. This to the side. There we go. In the recycle bin with all the plastic. And put my lifting stage elsewhere. And this will be the final one. Where's my adjuster? Let's check what that looks like. Looks pretty good. All right. I do not teach electronics at college. I teach auto mechanics at college. I am a automotive mechanic by trade. Been doing it for almost 20 years now, and I've been teaching since 2017, so 6 years of teaching. But my specialty is electrical, electronics, emission systems, AC systems, stuff like that. All right. And the final item for today is this one here, $40.54, but this is part of a larger project, which actually is already, the prototype's already done for. Going to be putting it in production very shortly. Oh yeah. This is the most I've ever ordered of these in one shot. Look at these beauties. So this is a full tray. I've never bought a full tray of stuff before. Neat. This is a full tray of 10-turn potentiometers. And so potentiometer is basically a variable resistor that you get to vary by turning its shaft. A 10-turn potentiometer, instead of doing the regular sort of, regular potentiometer is just about, it's more than 90. It's like 120 degrees or something like that. Actually, it's more than 180. Whatever, 200-ish degrees. This one here takes 10 turns to go from one end to the other. So it allows you finer control over devices that have potentiometer control. So these should be 50K pots, or 10K pots, I should say. So 103L. So L means linear, and 103 means 10 with 3 zeros. That's 10K. So 10K pots. I bought 20 of them because the goal is to make an item, which I don't think I'm going to spoil what it is, but it's to make an item that you don't have to give to an electronics hobbyist to control. This is going to be for, you know, normies to control. And so I just want a nice 10-turn potentiometer, and then they can control, dial in whatever the heck they're controlling. And the point of having a lot of these is that this is going to be for multiple uses. So you guys will be able to replicate the project at home if you'd like, and give them to your, you know, significant other, to your parents, to your kids, to regulate, you know, whatever they're controlling. So yeah, I bought a bunch of these, 20. It should be good for a little bit. The project I'm talking about will use 4 of them right off the bat. So that's kind of why I need a bunch. And then, you know, I'm going to be making a couple other modules to give away and to my friends and family. So yeah, needed the extra headspace. So here you go. 10-turn potentiometers for not that expensive. Love this. Look at a whole frickin' tray. What value? We built time delay relays using pots. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. The thing is that, here, I'll let you guys know because you're the nerds, right? You're on the live stream. But you get these modules. Where? Power and regulators. So you get these guys, right? So this, and like this. Here, look at all these modules. They're great modules. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But if you want to control the voltage coming out of them, you have to get a tiny little screwdriver to poke these tiny little potentiometers. Right? It doesn't make sense. Look at these tiny little guys. They're tiny. So the thing is, if I want to like make a lamp, a desktop lamp with a power supply, and I want to give it to my mom, when she wants to regulate the brightness of the lamp, am I going to ask her to go find a freaking screwdriver and like poke that tiny little pot right there to try to make it, you know, the right brightness? No, that doesn't make any sense. I want to make something that normies can use. So the plan is to bypass these pots completely. These are 100K though. I think it'll be okay. And these are 10K. But mostly it's like these modules. Yeah, these are 10K, 10K, and 100K. Hopefully it's gonna be decent. It's a voltage divider, so it should be okay. What about this? 10K, this one, 10K, 100K, 10K. This one, 500K. I don't even know what this module. Oh, this is the MPPT controller. This is not the same. But yeah, anyways, these are 100K. So the point is, I'm going to be making a controller. I mean, they're sort of trim. Yeah, these, I guess they're trimmer pots, but they're basically being used as 10-turn pots to get more precise control over the output voltage and output current. But the thing is, you can't just give this to whoever to control. So that's why I'm making this and an enclosure and a little fan. I'll have a couple of versions. So I have some panel meters coming in a future video. And I'm just going to make the design files and then give them to people to do what they want with them. And then people will be able to allow normies to adjust their pots because 10 turn pots with a handle, way better than the little pots like that. So that's the point. Power to the people. And hopefully people get, you know, excited that they can use my design for free, and then they support me on Patreon. But if they don't, that's the whole point of open source. You do what you want. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean? I'm as an educator, I feel strongly about knowledge and stuff should be free. So as long as I can continue to pay my bills, none of my projects can be pay projects. Unless people want to commission me to make them projects, in which case, then yeah, I'm going to have to charge. But other than that, Heltec BMS, JK BMS. What else was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 2 more. Should be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think those are all the things. Unless you're ChatGPT, then is rip off everyone and take no. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Educated, mostly women, to do electronic assembly and testing. Okay, well, that's good. All right. And so that's it for today's mailbag video. I want to thank my Patreon patrons who allow me to design cool projects and put them out there for free of charge for people to use at their discretion, and also to buy these quite expensive items. These actually everything here, except for the little SMD guys here, were quite expensive, but I'm surviving thanks to the support of Patreons, channel members, viewers, all this kind of stuff. So I want to thank you so much. If you want to support me without spending a cent, just share the videos around. Thanks for watching. There we go. So that is done. All right. Have a good one, Frank. Thanks for chilling. I might end the stream here as well, just because I'm feeling quite lazy. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing this or I'm going to try to maybe edit this and make thumbnails and stuff like that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to try to live stream more often, but I'm going to try to make them productive live streams. At the moment, I'm just not feeling it. It's super hot outside, so we'll see what's going on. Thanks everyone for coming. We'll catch you next time.